how are we? Good. So I am on the Honda 750 Transalp. I'm on the demonstrator from Branson's Motorcycles in Yeovil. Really wanted to see what one was like. So far so good. It's certainly a bit more girthy than the Hornet, a bit heavier. It's got the larger front wheel, so obviously it's not as nimble. Nice being behind the screen. It takes a lot of strain off the arms and body, I can tell you. It's a bit noisy though around the lid. Everything else is the same as the Hornet, obviously. All the switch gear is the same. TFT is the same. It does have one extra riding mode, gravel. The seating position is very different, much more upright. There's extra risers on the bars. So there's absolutely no weight on the arms or shoulders at all. Which is nice. It feels wider. I mean, it can't be. I don't think the bars are wider. But don't quote me on that. I mean, the engine's, yeah, no different really. It maybe doesn't feel quite so punchy, maybe, but obviously we're pulling a bit more weight. But don't get me wrong, it's the same engine, all right. This one's got the quick shifter on it. Do you know what, to be honest, I almost want to say it benefits from a larger front wheel. The Hornet is very, very quick to turn in, which I think can catch you off guard. And of course, naturally, because temporary traffic lights follow me like the plague. that larger front wheel also gives us a bit more low speed stability. See how it is in sport. Still lift up its skirt. Be careful not to ride it like an absolute idiot. Not mine, and we're tracked as well, so certainly ride it more leisurely. Definitely. Seems to soak the bumps up a bit better as well. Do is we'll pull in here a minute. The bars on it in the spots. Quick shifter. Tubed tyres on it. It's odd, it's the same but very different to the Hornet. What I will say is when you stop, that's the only annoyance, is that the pegs are a bit in the way of your shins. I mean, you can get used to that, but again, that bigger front wheel, low speed handling, turning, much better. twisties very nicely. Really? Yep. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Couldn't make that up, could you? I mean, height wise off the ground, I'm flat footing. I'm 5'9". It is it's, you know, it's a wee bit more taller than the Hornet, as you'd expect. I think, would I have one? Well, in the short time for it to make an impression, I have to say it's very comfortable. It's a little more mellow. It's got nice low speed handling. Screen makes all the difference. Maybe with a little topper on it might be a better idea. But yeah, I think I would have one. Looks wise, obviously the Hornet and this are very different looking. I think I prefer the looks of the Hornet, but this still looks quite nice. I like it. Right, toodaloo. So let us talk. Let us talk about the Honda Transalp. See, for you it's been a matter of minutes. For me it's been a matter of a few hours, you know. About 6 hours. I can't believe how comically small this bike felt when I got back on it at Branson's after the test ride on that Transalp. And I mean comically small. Especially when I went to put my foot on the pegs and I had to lift them right up, and I don't know if the bars are the same width as the Transalps, because on here they feel narrower, but that might just be as a byproduct of the position of them, the reach to them in comparison. So and I will say, forgive me, I may have been over this morning, I don't know, so I'll probably have to cut this out or cut that out or whatever. But now I've forgotten what I was going to say, naturally. Waffle on, waffle on. Yeah. Jesus Christ, sort yourself out, boy. So I was reminded of how actually lethal this thing is at car park speeds. Doing tight turns on it, you know, righty-tighties on it rather than lefty-loosies, but yeah, right hand down, car park manoeuvre. No wonder I bloody dropped it. It does, it just falls in. You've got to be so careful. Whereas the Transalp actually feels confidence inspiring. And it's definitely lazier through the corners, naturally, as you'd expect, than the Hornet. And coming along the dual carriageway this morning on the way in from on the way into work, yeah, despite a little bit of buffeting noise, it's nice sat behind the screen. It is nice. You get that nice still air around here, and I'm really gonna have to put my face down because my eyes are getting all sorts of grit and dust in them. And that was the other thing, because of the screen, that's better, because of the screen, riding with the face open and the sun visor down, normally you end up having to rapid blink because your eyes are getting blasted with air. But with a screen and a bit of protection, it's not a problem. So yeah, could I see myself buying one? Yeah, I could. And by the time you see this, I will have, because I've given the go-ahead today and I shall be paying the deposit tomorrow. Obviously the old Hornet will be going. Don't get me wrong, the Hornet is a fantastic bike. It's phenomenal. It's agile, it's punchy, it's quick as hell, and it handles like a razor blade. But for what I want to do, and what I want to do in the coming year, next year, it may not be best suited for that. And the Transalp, it's the same engine, isn't it? So it's got that same, you know, that's the best thing about the Hornet, is the engine is sublime for having fun. And you can still have a bit of fun on a Transalp. And I'll tell you what else with the Transalp over the Hornet, because it's a much bigger feeling bike, and because of the larger front wheel and that little bit of extra weight, whether it's mapped any differently I don't know, but you feel a little less inclined to ride like a complete tool, which can only be a good thing. So what options have I gone for? I have gone for the black Transalp. I mean, it's all this jacket's fault, because this jacket is black, grey and red. I had to change my bike, obviously, to suit. Yeah, so I've gone for the black and grey Transalp. I've gone for the crash bars, obviously, that come with the spotlights. I've gone for the luggage option, and I've gone for the added extras of heated grips, quick shifter, handguards, and I know it's silly, but I went with the stickers for the wheels, only because I regret in some ways not getting them for the Hornet, because I do think they finish it off nicely, even though I'm not too sure about their longevity. I think they'll just peel off over time, but they're the options I've gone for. Oh, bloody hell. Easy, Tiger. Current lead times are approximately end of August, early September. I'm full of patience, so that's fine. It's not as if I wanted it tomorrow. That's a lie, because I did, but who the bloody hell's beeping? I'm going as quick as I can at a red light. I don't know how to phrase it, other than another very good reason, shall we say, for doing this. I mean, it's considerably more money than the Hornet. You know, it starts at 10 grand. By the time you've added on your bits and pieces, you're up to 12.5, which for some people is an awful lot of money. For some people it's not. For me, it's quite a bit of money. But do you know what? You sit there and you open up a web tab, a new window, and you see such and such, age 38, terminal cancer, such and such, 45, dies of cancer, so and so, 26, diagnosed with terminal skin cancer. And you think, it's all very well trying to find that balance between saving for the future but living for the moment. And I want to try and live for the moment a bit more. Anyway, it's been an eventful day, and I will catch you all on the other side. No, we won't say that. That sounds like I'm dying. I was going to say flip side, but of course that's how Solo Moto UK. No, he doesn't. Fucking hell, what's wrong with me? That's how Western Supermoto Vlog signs off. Catch you on the flip side. I'm not into plagiarism. So, I shall say, tatty bye, toodaloo. I shall catch you all later. Cheerio.